Welcome along to episode 799 of the Milk Bar. Jason Forrest here with you as ever. And coming up on the show this week, we'll be having a chat with Asha Manhota ahead of her attempts to be crowned Ms. Great Britain 2024, representing Wolverhampton in the competition this year. We catch up with the cast of Miss Ida. Yes, that is just Tonia Daley Campbell. It's a one-woman show written by Ada Henry. We're finding out all about that, which is part of Black History Month and taking place in Wolverhampton a little later on in October. We will also be meeting up with the cast of The Wonderful Beauty and the Beast. It's going to be amazing. It is the Grand Theatre Panto for 2024 to 2025. It runs from the 30th of November through until the 5th of January. You'll hear me say that quite a bit as we bring you a chat with Giant, Liv, JJ, Tam, and Ian, and also Tim and Tom. You'll get full names as we work our way through the cast, get to meet them and find out more about what they'll be bringing to the show when it arrives in the Grand Theatre's auditorium a little later on this year. That's all on the way on the show this week.
Welcome to the Milk Bar. 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 Welcome to the Milk Bar.
From the 14th to the 19th of October, Pride and Prejudice, sort of, is at Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre. Izzy Duncan joins me now to let me know more about what is going on in the 1800s. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, really good.
So it's party time. There's matchmaking afoot. This is kind of a retelling of Jane Austen's most iconic love story. But what fun are you going to have with this?
It's a really, really fun show. It's really, really fun. So it's Pride and Prejudice, but the story is played by five women who are the servants. And they play all of the characters. So you've got Mr. Darcy, you've got Elizabeth, you've got Mrs. Bennet, you've got Jane Bennet, you've got Bingley, and it's great fun. It's very comedic and it's got live music.
It's got it all. But then
Got
the
it all.
men, microphones, and money fought over in this item. Microphones weren't that prevalent in the 1800s. This is part of the twist that you have, I believe.
Yes. So it's got a modern twist for sure. The dialogue is more to the modern ear, I'd say.
As is the pop music that features throughout.
As is the pop music, yes, definitely. And there's lots of modern gags as well, lots of jokes and things that will definitely wouldn't have landed in Regency era.
But all in good spirits, which is what counts.
Oh yes, definitely, all very good spirits.
So, if you're an aficionado of Jane Austen's work, then you're already going to have an idea of some of what will happen here. But it's going to be taken to absolutely the next level. A bit of irreverence, but an affectionate play on this as well. You're not being too naughty, are you?
Oh no. It's all with a lot of joy and laughter and lightness. It's a great show. It's very fun. Isabel MacArthur is made an absolute gem of a production. It's so fun to play as well. As well the people that are on the stage are having just as much fun as you're having sat in the audience, because it's a fantastic show.
Well, how many parts do you play, and do you know how many costume changes you actually have as well?
Oh gosh, so I'm understudying for three of the different tracks, and I was actually on three times this week, and I was playing Charles Bingley, Charlotte Lucas, Miss Bingley, and the servant Tilly. And I don't know the exact number of costume changes, but they're very, very quick and they're very, very clever. So there's a couple of times that I was trying to do the costume change, and I was like, oh gosh, that's that's much quicker than I remember. But it's very clever. It's very funny.
Well, it is a Laurence Olivier award-winning comedy.
Oh, it is indeed.
It has triumphed in the West End, and therefore it is taking the UK by storm as it travels around on tour, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
Well, you have a great time with it. I mean, you're waiting for somebody else to break a leg so you can get on. So that could be interesting. But I'll still say break a leg to you. Have a fab time with the show. And I'm hoping we see you on stage in Wolverhampton.
Oh, thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Now, the Ms. Great Britain finals are on their way. Somebody who's once again representing our area is Asha Manhota, who joins you now. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Jason?
I'm okay, thank you. Now, as we talk, we're on Zoom and you're wearing your sash. Tell us a bit about how things worked out last time round.
Yes, so last time I didn't place, which was okay. So it was just the first time I've ever done any pageants ever in my life.
Mhm.
It was the first time I ever did Miss Great Britain. It is the biggest and largest pageant in the UK, and it's the longest running pageant within the UK, and also a national um, pageant as well. So it is a big stage. It did take me by surprise how big the stage was and the audience. But I'm back fighting this year to place and hopefully win the crown.
Fingers crossed. It'd be great to have you in the crown. Well, is it a crown or a tiara? Because it's always
It's
a
a
good bit of
crown.
headgear, isn't it?
It's a crown, a real crown with embellished crystals and everything else that a crown has. So
Bit of
yes,
quality. That's what we like.
yes,
Yeah, bling to win, and the chance to really show off your personality on the way there too. And I know you've got your notebooks or your memorabilia around you. I mean, this is something you do prep for. And so
we
last
do.
time it was bigger than you anticipated. This time you were ready for this.
I'm ready. I'm super ready, super confident. I have been training constantly every weekend in my walks. I sometimes feel people think that pageants are easy. You just walk on the stage, do your thing, and it's not that. It's you're representing Miss Great Britain in a way where you need to push your confidence. They judge you on your confidence, your elegance, how you talk, how you walk, your poise, and how confident you are in yourself and that you're enjoying yourself. So as much it could be a bit, scary being on stage, but I know what the stage is going to be like now. So I am ready to take on the stage this year and really be my authentic self this year.
And the Ms. Great Britain title itself tells you that you're looking at people who've got some amazing life experience to share as part of it as well.
Yeah, so there's over 70 women that are competing this year, which is the largest it's ever been. And that's just because we have three categories. We've got Miss, Ms, and Miss Classic. So there's different age categories. I'm in the Ms because I am over 30. Didn't want to say my age, but I have to because it is over 30 category to 44. And then after 44, you've got the Miss Classic. And I think for me, it's one of those competitions where every woman comes with a story, a cause they're fighting for, a platform, and obviously I have a really big platform that I really want to push and help children with disabilities.
Yeah, and that's it's been able to do that and raise awareness.
Yeah, yeah,
Every single one of these women who are there, they're showing through empowerment, through
yeah,
representation, and through understanding of the charities that they've worked with or other areas that they've got life experience in. How important it
exactly.
is to be confident, to be yourself, and to know truly who you are. And
Yes.
through whatever it is that you see as an important part of the world and looking after others who need support is how you shine.
It's exactly that and more. There's so many women that have come fighting because they've been through different walks of life and different things that they've been through, any health conditions or trauma, or they're fighting for a cause where, they've fighting for women that are recovering from being abused, or they've got charity set up. And obviously, ultimately, my cause is to help raise that awareness of neurodiversity within children and the lack of support that these children get. And it's not just children, it's adults, it's parents like myself who has a son with autism and he's nonverbal. You are literally given a diagnosis and you're off into the world of, okay, well, what's next? Where do I go? And my ultimate aim is, yes, you can have all the resources in the world, but what we need is action and to build a centre in Wolverhampton. And that's my ultimate aim. So I'm in touch with two investors to, push this agenda forward because I am a working parent. I work full time, but that's only because my mother helps me and my partner helps me when he can as well, because he's works full time, and if I didn't have that support, I wouldn't be able to work, or I'd be working part-time hours. So obviously I'm not trying to claim benefits and take off the taxpayer. I want to help these parents that don't have those facilities to provide those facilities, and we'll have this centre, parents to have respite, childcare, and ultimately is to help these children when they're older, if they can, get into the world of work, because these children are forgotten. And I know this as working in early careers for a government organisation. I live and breathe this world every day, and I know how difficult it is for children with additional needs to get into work, and it's the right thing to do.
Absolutely. And it's through support of people like yourselves who have experience of this that we can actually get the sort of services that parents need, and to be able to help the kids become, again, another functioning part of society in some way. Everyone has something to bring. It is sometimes harder to allow them to be able to come to the table with their skills. And so it is finding that little trigger that can make the difference. And through the sort of centre you're talking about here, not only will it allow the parents to be able to spend time with the kids as well, it gives them those moments where they can continue with their own lives, and allow them to be able to support the whole family, which it sounds like a wonderful way of doing things. And obviously, it representing Wolverhampton in the whole competition itself. So we're proud of you as a city for what you're doing on our behalf, not only in that charity work, but also with your representation here. So how do people support the charity work that you're doing to begin with, and then how do they get involved and see what's happening with Miss Great Britain?
Yes, so the support I need at the moment is, if there's any charities out there that really want to push their platform in helping parents to get in touch with me and to help, make that community even bigger and larger, to give those, advice, resources, where to go. I mean, when I got given the diagnosis for my son, I didn't know where to go, like who do you go to? I obviously want to be that charity in Wolverhampton where I could connect to all these different charities and be that centre point as well. So I think for me, is if charities come to me and probably reach out on Instagram or on Facebook, it's just my name. They can reach out to me. They can find me. There's only one of me, which is amazing. So it's easy to find me. That's the best way to help support my charity, to grow it, to build that library of resources, and then eventually, if anybody is interested in being a part in making this happen, to building this centre, I'm all ears. More investors, the better for me.
You're looking for Asha Manhota. ASHAMANHOTA is the spelling we've got there, and we'll be able to find you. And how do we tune in to the Miss Great Britain competition itself?
Just type in Miss Great Britain 2024. It will be on YouTube, and somebody will have it live. Or if you go on Miss Great Britain Instagram, they'll obviously go live at certain points of the evening, because it is a longer evening, because it's three rounds that we go through.
Okay, so what date is this all happening?
So it's happening the 17th and 18th. So it will be live on the 18th on stage.
So that is when to check it all out and be part of a platform raising event that's giving women from across the UK chance to have their say, talk about areas that need additional help, and with Asha Manhota being our representative doing this for Wolverhampton, it's going to be great to have you down there. Have a brilliant time with it. Best of luck, and hopefully next time we talk, you'll be wearing that crown.
I hope so, and I really want to represent Wolverhampton, because nobody in Wolverhampton's won it ever, so I want to be the first one. I
want you to be the first one as well. Have a great time with it. Good luck, and see you soon.
Thank you, Jason.
Now, Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre have Beauty and the Beast on stage from the 30th of November right the way through to the 5th of January. It is going to be an absolute treat of a panto, as it is every year. One of the stars of the show is Giant. Jamie Christian, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you, mate. Pleasure to be here.
It's good to talk to you. And your first panto?
It is. It's my panto intro. So
yeah, a debut experience for you. And what's it been like meeting up with the rest of the cast so far?
Oh, fantastic. I'm surrounded by professionals who have promised they're going to look after me. So we'll see how I go.
So when it comes to appearing in panto like this, how does your role as Giant fit in?
Essentially, I think Giant is there to create a presence, look a certain way. We have a leotard similar to the show on the BBC, but in a twist of fate, I am cast as a baddie.
Ooh.
Where normally I play quite a nice guy, so there's going to be a bit of a difference there.
So a bit of a change, bit of a persona that you're adding in here. So your acting skills, have you honed those now?
Oh, my acting experience is stretches as far as YouTube, and obviously Gladiators TV show. But I'm picking up some tips from the cast members, and I'll be polishing those off before the 30th.
Okay, that's all good. But I mean, are you then going to take them to the gym and revenge and get them into shape?
Of course. You've never had a leg day like you've had a leg day with Giants, so
okay, so
they're in for it.
It's going to be good. But I mean, is Panto something you enjoyed as a kid?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, I remember fond memories of going to the pantomime. I remember chucking sponges in one of them. So I don't know whether there's going to be sponges at this one, but I'll be a nice target for those sponges if there are.
I mean, you spend a lot of time out and about in Lycra. This must be chilly during the winter months. You are going to dress fully when you're out and about outside the theatre?
I'm not sure about that.
You just want to wear the Lycra, don't you?
I'm going to dress fully, I think. Yeah, I think the winter months are too much for that for the skin. Goosebumps central, so yeah.
But what's it like being part of something like Gladiators? Because it's a huge brand, I mean, for decades now, and the revival on the BBC has just been fantastic. The whole team are loved, and it's just great to see promoting health and well-being at the same time as having some fun scoring points on screen.
Exactly. All of that is amazing. Like, the best thing for me is it's created a situation where now the family can watch something on TV together, and that's been lost since the late 90s, where I was a child and I was watching TV with my family. Completely gone. But Gladiators brought that back, and that's been the review and the feedback from a lot of families, kids, parents. It's just been absolutely amazing to witness.
And did you ever, when you first started going to the gym many, many moons ago in your lifetime, think you would be in Panto at some point?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I've actually friends with some of the older generation Gladiators, like Hunter, who did Panto before, and we've spoke about Pantos and how big it was, and how part of their career it was being a Gladiator. So it just it seems like it's meant to be.
It's a natural progression.
Yeah.
And you say that you guys hang out. I mean, is there like a bit of a club where Gladiators go to? You all sort of turn up to drink, I don't know, a nice fruit juice cocktail?
No. I mean, you know, we do take over Sheffield once a year for 3-4 weeks, but apart from that, we're all spread across the country. We like to try and meet up and train and share a protein shake.
As long as you're keeping it healthy, that's what counts.
Yeah, for sure.
And the bit you're most looking forward to in Panto, because if you got musical numbers, do you sing?
I don't sing.
Okay.
No, I'm
right.
not.
Have you told the MD yet that you don't sing?
I think so. I mean, I'm checking the script in the car on the way home, and if there's any singing parts, we might have to.
You can lip sync. I mean, you must be amazing. Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, we might have to mime a few. But no, like I said, I'm around some extremely professional experts in their craft, so I'll try and pick up a few tips if I've got to do things like that.
Yeah, you'll be great. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah. And of course, you get to spend Christmas in Wolverhampton, which is going to be a treat too. And have you got family and friends coming to see you?
Yeah, there's plenty of family and friends, and in actual fact, the last showing on the 5th is Forrest v Wolves.
Right.
So I might go and see that game because I'm a Forrest fan.
Okay. Right. Well, apart from that little problem, I'm sure you're going to have a great time over the Christmas period. Be ready, I think, for loads of surprises. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I go into this experience with a wide imagination and open arms into like experiencing new things and just welcoming it, really. I'm excited, so I can't wait.
Should be good. grandtheatre.co.uk to grab your tickets. 01902 429212 is the box office number. Giant and the rest of the gang will be making Beauty and the Beast happen at the Grand Theatre right the way through Christmas into the New Year. At the Heritage Centre on the 25th of October, as part of Black History Month, Miss Ida is going to be along. To tell us what's happening, I'm joined now by actor and all-round good egg, Tonia, Daley, Campbell, and Adaya Henry. How are you doing?
Hello. Yeah, we're good, thank you.
Adaya, you're responsible for writing this and bringing us a story together. So I'll let you begin before we let Tonia get all excited.
So I am responsible for writing it. I'm also directing it, which is amazing because it just means getting to have fun with Tonia for work, which is brilliant. But yeah, we started this process a couple of months ago. Myself and Joan Blaney and my colleague Catherine Hewitt, we went into community venues and settings, and we spoke to Black Caribbean elders about health, about their concerns, about where they get their information from, about mistrust. And you know, those conversations were really rich, and actually it gave us so much material that writing the show, it wasn't that hard, really. It was really beautiful, and hopefully people that came to those sessions will hear parts of themselves within the show.
And I think it's that sharing as well, isn't it? It's been able to know you've been part of making something which is forming a take and a telling of a tale from history. And Miss Ida, in the title role, a retired nurse, spent her lifetime passionately looking after people, advocating for good health. And there's a lot more below the surface, though, that we get to explore as part of this story.
Absolutely. Miss Ida is all of those things, but she's also so much more. And through her trying to do this thing for the community, trying to set up this sort of health promotion group, she actually has to look a little bit deeper in herself and explore her own grief, really explore the reasons why this is so important to her. And yeah, I guess face her own vulnerabilities in doing so. So yeah, it touches on a lot of different things, but it's also super fun, really relatable. Yeah, I think audiences will be pleasantly surprised that health promotion can be quite entertaining.
Well, anything's quite entertaining when you put Tonia Daley Campbell in the hot seat.
Please don't put me under pressure.
Come on, in a one-woman show. I mean, most shows with you in can't cope with many more than one person in them because you're so blooming huge in the personality stakes.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so honored to work with women in theatre. I've known the work, I've seen the work, I've been associated in different ways, but not actually worked directly with women in theatre for the whole 20 plus years that I've been in the business. So I am super excited to do this project, and even more so that it's been written by the wonderful Adaya. We've worked together in different capacities in the past, but also that it is about, Miss Ida is somebody who I can identify with in terms of she's somebody that is in my family. She is, her story is all of our, she features within all of our communities. So everybody would have met our Miss Ida, So I'm really excited to do it. And it is a one-woman show. And you know what? I'm thinking, and I'm just trying to work it out. And I've done very small pockets of monologues and, but I've not done a full one-woman show. I'm just trying to work it out. I'm like, I need that. So yeah, it's gonna be lovely.
But Tonia, one thing concerns me here. We know that Miss Ida is in the autumn of her years. You're way too young for that. This is going to require prosthetics, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I love it. Oh my God. But you know what?
She's a great actress.
Jason, you're gonna get so many points for that. Tick, 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 tick. No, but yeah, she is older, she's retired. But in truth, you know what? It is about the storytelling. It is and also there's so many of our elders that don't look they look very young, them look young, them just dress little different. So we'll do our best. But the main thing is that we are telling the story and that it comes across as best as possible. And I think we'll do that, exploring voice, exploring the accent, because Miss Ida, she's from the Midlands, like she was from Jamaica, but she's been brought up in the Midlands, so she's got that mixture of hyphenated way of talking, and that is what I do anyway. As a, that's, as you know, Jason, I just speak with my natural black country tongue, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. But you're going to be doing a bit of patois here as well.
100%. And that's something that I do quite easily. I jump in and out of it. So that's a nice thing for me as an actor to be able to dip into and just explore the tonality of Miss Ida and the gravitas, making sure she has that weight behind her, because then that will help us with the storytelling and help us believe her and what she's been through, the years that she's been through. So I will draw upon people that I know, like my mother-in-law. She wasn't a nurse, but she has a very similar character to Miss Ida, and should be the similar age. So yeah, I just want to draw upon different people that I know. As an actor, that's what you do to help you, through the process.
And there is a generational thing here as well. And Adaya, when you've sort of pulled this character together from the conversations that you've had, I mean, you're holding a mirror up to so much of society. I mean, the family church that I've been to over the years had a 50% plus West Indian origin congregation, and we're talking first generation from when I was very young through second and third generation now. And it's been great to have so many friends, and we've seen develop in the way they've been part of all the communities and the care that is there, and knowing that they're working in places like the NHS and all over. And if this is Miss Ida is someone, as you said, someone we can all identify with, because we will all know the one. And there would also be a crossover to other communities as well. So it's that ethos that's there, and it's something to show the togetherness of all racial backgrounds, and we are one group of people in the Black country.
Absolutely. This is a universal piece of theatre, and we would encourage anybody to come and see it, young, old, black, white, Black country. We'll even let Londoners in.
Really?
But yeah, no, very well said, Jason.
Yeah, very well said. I think for me, it's so important that we continue to tell different stories, because not just because for those particular audiences, but also for everyone. The more, like you said, Jason, like for you you're the people that you were around, it was a mixture of different people, and that, to me, that is what helps for us to have more, not just, I don't like the word tolerant, but for us to understand each other more, and for us to enjoy each other's differences. When we talk about differences, it's a lot of the times it's something to celebrate. It's something to celebrate. If you think about when you go on holiday, you go on holiday and you're like, oh my gosh, this food, oh, I had this food from this country and it was so amazing. It's different to what you would wake up to in the morning, but it's so exciting to celebrate those differences. So I say this is for everyone.
Absolutely. And we've all been part of the story so far. A lot of it, sadly, has in the past been negative, but let's make sure that the positives grow and grow as we head towards the future. And it's through telling stories like this that we'll be able to do that. Now, we already said it's the 25th of October, the Heritage Centre in Wolverhampton. How do people get tickets?
So tickets are free. So grab yours. You can head over to the Women in Theatre website, which is womenandtheatre.co.uk. Click on projects and then click on Miss Ida. Or you can call our office. If you just type Women in Theatre in on Google, our number will come up. But yes, please do come on the 25th to the Heritage Centre. We're kicking off in Black History Month. We do have some other dates in Birmingham and Sandwell, so you can find those on our website as well if you can't make the 25th.
Yeah, so there's no excuses. Get one of these dates in your diary. I'm going to tell you it's on the 7th and 8th in Brum, Legacy Centre in Birmingham, and then Brass House Medic on the 8th, and more beyond there as well. So do check that website, find out when you can get there, and be part of this by seeing it, but know that you're part of this, whatever your background, for the fact this is based on real life.
Oh, that's amazing. Come and see us. Come and see us. Miss Ida want you to come and take charge of your health.
Tonia, Daley, Campbell, and Adaya Henry, thank you both for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
With Beauty and the Beast at the Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre from the 30th of November through to the 5th of January, you're guaranteed mirth, merriment, fun, and some amazing legs from at least one of these two. I've got Tam, Ryan, and Adaya and Adams with me. You gave me a look then.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, it was your legs I was on about.
Well, I was
We
hoping so.
know.
Yeah.
Ian has got great legs.
He has got amazing
Is
legs.
that's a weird thing to say about your mother, but
Well, I don't mind.
Okay, so
And they're
what?
out in full force.
Well,
this
I
year.
should expect nothing less. Yeah, he needs a too knobbly. We can see that when he wears tights on occasion.
that's
but there we
true.
go.
That is true.
Right, so what have you got in store for us this year? Because we're already mother and son. We've just given that little hint.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
we've
yes.
done that.
And,
Yeah.
and a daughter as well. There's 3 of us this
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
year. So we've got Belle.
Yes, it's a slight adaptation from the familiar tale where it's
Right.
usually Belle's father, but it's Belle's mother and brother now. So we're on the adventure with her, effectively, aren't we? You know,
Well,
we're
that's
on...
nice.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be involved in the writing of Panto,
know
you give
what?
yourself a good role, don't you? You don't put yourself in the background.
We're in every scene again. How did that happen?
Yeah.
No, we're not in every scene.
No,
we need a
just
break.
feels like it.
74% of scenes.
Correct. Yeah, I think you're
Contractually.
very close to it.
Okay, so what magic can we expect? Because I mean, you two guys have done the adaptation here. You've put words in people's mouths, and they are going to know how to use them.
Yeah, but we
they
hope
are.
so.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
hope
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Well, it's interesting you say that you use the word magic. It's
Yeah.
going to be a very magical show this year.
No, I
isn't
was
it?
going to say that.
Oh, well, you go. Then you say it as
No,
well.
you said it.
No, I've said it.
Yeah.
So that's
There's
that
a lot
covered.
of illusion this year. It's
Yeah.
it's quite exciting.
And that's
actually.
not just Tam's knees.
No, that's very real. There'll be no illusion there. Yeah.
No, I've only seen little clips of it all, but the illusions. There's, I think, 4 big illusions or something like
Yeah.
that.
Well, I think the thinking was that it's a very enchanting tale, isn't it? Beauty and the Beast. So I think there's probably an audience expectation for it to be magical.
Well, there's always an expectation as well, because people are still talking about the Panto that you two guys wrote last year.
Oh, yes. Well, somewhat problematically, which I mean, it's a great compliment. We had so much fun, didn't we?
But it is a
with Snow
double-edged
White.
sword, that
Yeah.
one, isn't it?
Yeah, because then January comes and you think, oh, that went well. We've got to follow that now with something new, and it's obviously got to sort of contain the familiar content, but it's also got to land itself. It's got to be different. It's got to be marked differences to what we did last year.
And of course, the thing is, you've got to steer, as we were saying earlier, steer away from Disney. I mean, the characters are there, really, aren't they?
Yes.
Well, in different
But they
different
borrowed them
versions.
first. But
Yes.
They've got very expensive lawyers, though,
That's the
Jason.
problem,
This is
yeah.
the thing. And we don't want that.
It's not
battle.
worth it.
No.
But the thing is, you guys are creative enough to have come up with something along the lines of the traditional tale that will be different and exciting and fun without having to nick their stuff.
It's a tale of
That's
the
exactly
time.
beautifully put. New head of marketing, everybody.
I do my best.
Yeah.
So, teasers. We want some teasers. We've teased magic. What else can we sort of share with the world?
Well, there's the familiar blend of absolute nonsense, slapstick, comedic mischief.
But you've got a gladiator. Have you got pugil sticks?
We've got a gladiator.
Yep, we've got one at the end.
We've got one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you've given that
Oh,
away.
sorry, I
yeah,
said
it
that.
might not be at the end. It is.
I can never remember what it's called. I keep calling it.
Yeah,
different
don't
things.
tell them what you
I
keep
won't.
calling it.
It's a giant cotton bud, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
That's where I'm going with that.
Well, that's a better version than.
Than
Let's
I
not
usually
say
do,
what
yeah,
Ian thought it was.
No.
But no, that is going to appear. Obviously, it's got to, hasn't it?
It's compulsory.
Yeah.
Do you know what? He's a lovely. We only met him for
Oh,
the
he's
first time
brilliant.
yesterday. What a lovely
He's
guy.
So nice.
I
Yeah.
had a chat with him. It's fantastic.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
And he's bright and he's personable. And
But
obviously,
you're making him play a baddie, though.
yeah. But he's quite an. Funnily enough, he's quite an imposing character.
Yeah, I have seen you stood next to each
Yeah,
other, and
his leg. I'm a happily married man, but I can't stop looking at his leg. His leg is, it makes no sense. It's like a small country, isn't it? It's like it's contoured in places I didn't know it should be contoured.
He has a postcode.
yeah,
for
he
each of his
should do.
limbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's solid. It's solid. He let me pat his thigh.
Only for his friends. That is not something that's available to the general public buying tickets for the show.
No,
This
it's
is
not
news.
part of it. Yeah. No, but it's solid. But anyway, let's stop obsessing about Jamie's thighs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you started that, but
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
No, he's going to offer something magnificent
Yeah.
because, visually he's just.
Yeah,
he's-
stunning to look at.
Yeah.
And that costume is something
yeah,
else, isn't it?
the costume. He looks great in the costume. Yeah, wait till you see that. And it's just going to be. I mean, the thing is, what we've done with Beauty and the Beast, because traditionally it's a play.
Yeah.
And obviously Disney and the like have made it popular for a Panto format, but it doesn't necessarily tick the Panto boxes, in my opinion.
I don't
so
think so. Well,
what
we said that.
we've
Yeah.
said, there's no, traditional force of good, force of evil. So that led us thinking how we can really panto-fy it and, really support the brand that I think we've hopefully successfully introduced.
Yeah.
So
We need a name for that as well.
yeah, we do. We haven't got one.
Well, there must be a writing partnership name you could come up with.
we were saying
Creatively,
earlier
on the spur of a moment, in a really
What
funny
now?
way.
To Madams. To Madams. We haven't got it yet.
No, but that may
we
come.
haven't got it yet.
No.
But no, but going back to the original point, you've taken me on a terrible tangent. Force of evil and a force of good, which necessarily wasn't in the original writing. So that's what we've created within the context of the telling of the story.
It normally would be the baddie would be the beast, and the fairy would be the goodie, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's complicated because the beast isn't really a
bad
baddie.
one.
It's just
Didn't want to be.
He is at the end.
He didn't ask to be a beast.
No,
did
he just offended an old lady at some point.
That's
as
correct.
you do.
Yeah, we've all done it.
Yeah. Normally in the queue at Tesco's,
Yes,
haven't you?
correct. I did it. Yes, to stop taking so long at the post office.
Yeah.
But you don't expect to be turned into a beast.
No.
No.
That could happen to you next time you're
Never know, do you?
That's a worry, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a worry. No, it is.
Having to shave your face all the way down a bit.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be doing with that, really.
No, I mean, you've got a fairly low hairline for your age already as well, haven't you? So,
a raised forehead, I prefer.
That's what you try, yeah. Anyway, it is 01902 429212 for tickets on the box office.
Yeah.
grandtheatre.co.uk.
Yeah.
And it is your two's guarantee we're going to have an absolutely amazing time.
Yeah.
I think you will.
We'll guarantee
I'm sure
it.
You will.
Yeah.
We'll guarantee it with no money back clause.
Yeah.
But we will guarantee it.
That's the way we like it. Boy, it's always good to see you. Have a brilliant Christmas in Wolverhampton.
Fantastic.
Break a leg, have an amazing Panto, and we look forward to the laughter, the joy, and the pleasure that you bring to thousands this Christmas.
You're very
Thank
kind.
you, Jason.
Thanks, mate.
Brilliant.
Beauty and the Beast at Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre has an absolutely amazing cast. Jarne, Richard-Noel and Olivia Mitchell join me now to tell me about their roles in it. Hello.
Hi.
Now, I've already know JJ and Liv. Right, okay, that's easier than the
personal now.
Well, this is it. I mean, we don't have to use the equity names all the time, do we?
No.
But there we go. So, tell us about what each of you are doing in Panto. Who's going first?
Yes.
JJ.
Hiya. Yeah, so I'm playing the fairy. Called Angelica in this year's Panto.
And I'm playing Belle.
Both look amazing in your costumes.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
You've had some fun doing the photos
Oh,
today.
they've been brilliant.
Yeah, we've
Such
been
a good day.
around Dudley Zoo in our in our glorious outfits.
Yeah.
Bringing magic to the zoo.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Wherever we go, really.
Yeah.
And it's good fun though, being Belle for starters. I mean, that's going to be special.
Oh, it's actually one of my dream roles to play Belle. So, and getting to do it for Panto is amazing. And the
But
costumes
hang on,
are
how many roles have you had? Because I mean, you are both West End stars.
Oh.
Basically, aren't you?
Me, not so quite, but I've done Waitress. I was a swing and cover Jenna for the tour, and then I was also in Jersey Boys as well.
So I mean, that all counts as quality.
Yeah, I mean they're
entertainment.
fantastic shows. Absolutely.
And you don't get to be in those shows unless you're amazing.
Yeah, well,
You're amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah, and how's your CV looking? What's he saying?
My CV. Hold
Spotlight.
on, darling. Spotlight. Are you there? Yeah, I've been in 60 musicals, Catherine at Aragon. I've also done Hairspray, done the Swing for the Dynamites. Currently just finished the Madagascar UK and international tour, and I'm doing a new show called Play On, which is doing a little small UK tour as well. And a few various things, and I've done Pantos, and I'm happy to be in this Panto this year. So
I'm so looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to what you guys are going to bring to it. Because Beauty and the Beast, it's not an easy show, is it? You've got a lot of work to do in there.
Yeah.
There's emotions, there's all sorts.
Yeah, it takes you through a journey.
Yeah, a real journey.
Yeah, it's not just Panto, and there's no such thing as just Panto, but it's not just the slapstick and fun of Panto. You get a serious bit too, alongside all of the rest of the magic.
Yeah,
it's
I think that's what's
fantastic.
beautiful about it. I was going to say beauty. Beautiful about it is the story is amazing with itself, but obviously it's going to have the wonderful Panto elements as well as, so it's amazing the writing that's happened.
Yeah, and the cast, we've just gelled so well together, haven't we?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think that's really going to show on stage. Yeah.
Well, you're going to have your wand. You're going to be not so much granting wishes,
absolutely.
but keeping everything in order, aren't
Oh
you?
yeah, I'll be the spirit of the show. I'll be waving the magic about and keeping everyone in good spirits. So
But are you going to try and take that out into the wider world as well? Are you going to create magic
Well,
across
does
the
it every
city?
day.
do you know what? I think it's something within me already. I think it's my calling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You want a wand for real life as well.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Life's too short. Why not? Let's add it in.
Okay, we're liking that. And so Belle's one of those roles you've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
You've got to deal with the Beast, though. I mean, it's quite a scary situation you'll find yourself in at times.
Luckily, he's very, very tender and sweet and kind, so he'll make up for what he looks like. Yeah, no, he's lovely. He's great. I can't wait to do it. It's going to be amazing.
But the costume though that the Beast is wearing,
incredible!
It's incredible.
It scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah,
it's absolutely insane the work that they've done on the Beast's face and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I think everyone's going to really be a bit scared, but enjoy it all at the same time.
And if you get a chance to get up close to him, look at his eyes.
Yeah,
they're beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful
so
eyes.
the Beast has beautiful eyes.
Yeah. That's
right.
about it.
Okay. Well, and Pantos, have you ever seen Beauty and the Beast as a Panto?
I've never seen it as a Panto, but it was the first ever show I watched.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a special place in my heart.
Yeah, no, I haven't. So it'll be a joy to do it this year.
It's going to be absolutely fantastic. It is the 30th of November, right the way through until the 5th of January. It's Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre, grandtheatre.co.uk. My mates now, Liv and JJ, will be there as part of the cast. Have a brilliant time, break a leg, and have a wonderful Christmas in Wolverhampton.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Tom Lowe and Tim Lucas are in Beauty and the Beast at the Grand Theatre from the 30th of November through until the 5th of January. They're here with me now and going to explain quite what's going on. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Now, how does it work out on good and evil in this corner of the world? It's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it?
It is. It's complex. So you have Tim Lucas here, who is basically he's more of a prat than an evil entity. Would you say? He's more of a Yeah. Whereas the Beast, he starts out kind of this nasty, vain prince, and then a curse is put on him, and then as he's a beast, he becomes a bit of a reformed character. So then, when he finally turns into the prince again at the end, he's more likable. Mm-hmm. So I have this lovely character arc.
And that's part of the joy of Panto. You never know what you're going to get until you get there. And I think the thing is, the girls have already told me, you'll be jealous of this one, that the Beast apparently has amazing eyes. So, it looks deeply into the camera we have here. What do you reckon? Is that scary?
Yeah.
I think it's coloured contact lenses myself, but there we go. No, it's all real. It's all you.
It's all my own eyes. What a compliment. Thanks, girls.
So tell us a bit of...
told you that?
Liv was looking into my eyes when we were nicely lit, and she was...
It's the sparkle of the sun.
Hypnotised. What can I say?
So theatre backgrounds and stuff then, because fully paid equity members, we know that bit. We talked about that before.
You
we
got
started.
blue eyes as well, haven't you?
They're bluey green. We can talk about eyes. Yeah, they're bluey grey, I think. Bluey greeny grey.
So.
Yeah. Are you jealous?
Oh, no, all right.
You've got a slight tinge of green.
I'm happy with my hazel eyes.
But there's a mix of hazel into blue, aren't they?
Are they? Yeah.
Bluey towards the edges. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So
should we get back to the plot? And because there is a plot to the show, we know that much. But tell us a bit about your background. I mean, apart from the eye modelling, what have you both been up to?
We both done a lot of theatre, a lot of live performance, a lot of singing, acting, different stuff. I've just finished a musical in April, Blood Brothers the musical.
Mm-hmm. The accent helped with that because you didn't have to put that on, did you?
Didn't have to put it on, no. Although I'll be using an accent in this.
That's not quite your own.
Yes, I'm Bill Ston. Bill Ston LaPratt.
Yes.
This is me. I'm here. I can't wait to see the people of Wolverhampton.
So your chin works well with that accent,
and you can't wait to see me, yeah? Okay.
So, certainly, straight into character, and the look works for it.
Yeah, does it?
I'm convinced. It's there.
It's that angular Disney face, isn't it?
You'd pay extra for that, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's in someone's book somewhere, a phase they can actually get created, but you're again born with it. Yeah, and the eyes. Right, so your background before being a beast?
Oh, my theatrical background. Yeah. So I was in a boy band, North and South, in the late 90s, and then I went from that into West End theatre, did Les Mis and Cats, moved to America, lived in America for 20 years, came back to England a year ago and have just finished a tour of Unfortunate, the untold story of Ursula the Sea Witch.
That was an absolutely amazing tour, wasn't it? That's a phenomenal show.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, Robin Grant and Daniel Fox wrote a really smart, funny script, and my character was just a joy to play. Prince Triton, King Triton,
And a great script for Christmas this year, we know that. Tam and Ian have done amazing things.
the script for our pantomime is laugh out loud hilarious. There's one scene that is just all about farts, and I was sold.
And that's your level.
Yeah, that's my level. As soon as I read that, I was in it. Yeah, sold.
Well, it's going to be convincingly good. You guys are going to be amazing. I think you've already proved that you've got jolly good fun to work with, and you're going to bring all your North and South CDs to get signed as well.
What's that mean? Is North and South?
It's before your time, mate. It's
mate,
my boy band.
I'll tell you something though. As he was listing off his blinking CV, I was like, I didn't realise he had such an illustrious CV. I was like, every interview we've done, I keep finding out more about him. I'm like,
have you not checked his Spotlight page?
No. You know, I like to find out about people when you meet them. I feel like that's, you know, it's too much background research. You meet people and then you already know them, and it's like awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd like to ask people and find out things.
But you are going to follow on Instagram now, aren't you?
Yeah, we've already got each other on
We've
Instagram.
been tagging each other in stories.
I feel like we are, you know, we're going to be best friends. That's it. We're gonna be best friends.
It's good to have a mate during Panto. You have off down the curry house together, that sort of thing, after a show, and
yeah, why not?
Chill it out.
The Chinese, we're going to go to Chinese,
Yeah, the
aren't we?
Wetherspoons.
Yeah,
why not?
The actor's life.
The actor's life.
Grandtheatre.co.uk to get your tickets. 01902 429212 is the box office number. You want to see these guys in Panto. They are this mad. Have a brilliant time, break a leg, and don't wear footy coloured contact lenses because you don't need to.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Pleasure, mate. Thank you.
That's all for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. We're trying to work something special out for episode 800 next week. You'll find out whether we manage that. Meanwhile, have a great week. I'll see you soon. Ta-ra for now.
Goodbye from the milk bar. 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 Yeah. Goodbye from the milk bar. Yeah.